Hi, my name is Adriana Lee, and today we're going to be talking about why true crime is not quirky and fun and cute. When you think, like, girls literally listen to the most, like, horrific things on the internet and fall asleep to it. Before y'all start coming at for me in the comments, let me just preface this by saying, I am a hater. I am a hater, and I won't lie. Like, some of this is just like me getting hella irritated and frustrated, but that's why I came with the points too. Any creators I mention in this, please don't send hate to them. This is literally not personal. It's just an opinion. I just want to share my opinion and maybe change yours.
There are women all over the place that watch serial killer documentaries.
Alright, I wanted to quickly piggyback on what he said, and yes, let's talk about the true crime girls, right? Do not mess around with those girls because they're the ones that you would have to definitely look out for, okay? Okay, because we are crazy chicas. We will make your murder look like it's a mystery. We will clean it up and make it look like nothing had happened to you. There is so many things that can go on, but we're just gonna leave it at that.
They had 57 stab wounds in their abdomen, chest, and face. The killer then cut the body. They had 57 stab wounds in their abdomen, chest, and face.
What I don't understand is where it came from that, like, it's, like, cute and quirky. Like, I almost want to say it's, like, pick me. And I know that word is thrown around a lot, and I have, like, a whole video I made literally when I was 18. My first ever commentary video. You guys should totally fucking watch it because it's so good. I'm not like other girls. This is before people started throwing around the word pick me, so. But anyways, besides the point. Feels pick me for these girls, because I didn't really even know what true crime was until, like, last year.
I can do that. What? Okay, can you describe to me what true crime is? Because I don't even know.
The reason why I got introduced to it is because so many girls would sit there and tell me, like, well, it's just, like, relaxing to fall asleep to. Oh, well, this, and that. Yeah, I watch true crime. They would say it in, like, a quirky way, and I'm sure you guys have witnessed these type of people, too. And I'm not hating. You know, I low-key am hating on every single enjoyer of true crime. I'm specifically hating on the MFs who think it is so cute and look at me, I'm just a girl, and I'm super feminine and cute, but you have no idea. I listen to stories about brutally murdered victims who other content creators use for profit, and their families see little to no justice. Girl, you are not cute. You're not cute! Adriana, you don't want to talk. You do all this cringe shit because you think you're cute. It's not about me right now, okay? Haters? Pipe down. It's my turn to hate. Let's just go through the comments of this video.
The body up and distributed the remains.
My wife asked if we had a wood chipper. I slept in the garage that night. I fall asleep to these shows. LOL. Girl. That's nothing. Wait till she tells you how to perfect the murder. Chef him. What is this? What is this emoji? What is this? I don't understand where this hype came. No, you know what? I do understand. It's the same type of girls that are like, look at me, I'm a cute girl, but you don't know. I listen to rock music. It's the same people who are like, I'm crazy. I'm like Harley Quinn. I'm crazy. The bitches who say they're like Harley Quinn, it's like this girl. Look at this profile photo. Oh yeah, I'm real scared, Karen. I'm really scared, messy bun mama. UGC? Are you kidding? And it's just, like, silly. It's silly. It's fucking silly. Let me just get into a couple reasons as to why true crime content is harmful for society and the average viewer, alright? We're gonna start with number one. I'm gonna construct this like a goddamn college essay, so y'all better sit your ass down. Number one, desensitization to violence. Let's say you're driving to your 9 to 5 and you're stuck in traffic on the freeway and you're listening to these true crime. Or you're getting ready in the morning and you want to find something and you see this on your For You page. Like, why are we eating food or doing our makeup while describing brutal murders? Like, nothing makes me have more appetite than listening to how someone's severed limbs or disconnected body parts in order to get rid of a body. So fun. Like, you bitches are tripping. And then there's the girls, to reiterate the fact that it's not quirky, there's the girls that are like, you guys were grossed out while watching whatever true crime. I wish it was gorier. Do you guys know, like, true crime is, like, real? Like, let me reiterate, like, people are actually, like, dead. Like, rest in peace. And y'all are popping on TikTok. I just love to listen to this stuff. Like, you know how fucking dumb you sound? Okay, let's continue. Number 2, why it's harmful to society. Sensationalism. Let me not get started on the amount of Tumblr blogs and pages and shit that's dedicated to people literally fantasizing. Like, I mostly was a witness to people when I was a teenager going on Tumblr just as a casual Tumblr user, a casual depressed teenager, seeing people make fan pages over school shooters. And when Dahmer came out, let me tell you, I could not scroll on TikTok without hearing about it. I am not a true crime viewer. I don't watch true crime. I don't participate in true crime. I didn't even know what the fuck that was. And all of a sudden, I'm getting Dahmer this, Dahmer that, Dahmer memes. He literally killed people. And that's what I never got from the beginning. So I am opening this conversation up, obviously, to any true crime enjoyers. Please state your case in the comments. I would love to hear.
I just found you annoying.
It focuses on the murderers and not the families. Like, we're not calling the Dahmer series. Let me look up a victim. You know what? I don't even want to use a victim's name in vain in this situation, so let's not. We're not calling the Dahmer series the name of a victim. Apparently, it was told through the victim's eyes and not through Dahmer's eyes, but we're literally titling it Dahmer. There's a picture of a conventionally attractive actor on the front. Like, it's sensationalized. It's being brought into pop culture. It's having conversations be around it for marketing techniques. Like, you know how much money goes into marketing of a movie of that size? It low-key, like, glorifies them, like how we were talking about in, like, the sensationalism of it. 4 is fear-mongering, because a lot of people like to make the argument, well, I watch it, I listen to it, because I want to know how to protect myself, and that's great. There's a difference between learning how to protect yourself and living in fear. A lot of people who listen to true crime, oh, well, I'm just trying to protect myself. Like, I am so sure. Like, there's maybe some things like, oh, I locked my door. You know, had, like, I don't know, common sense, like, lock your door when you get in your house. Like, do people not do that? Like, I'm actually so serious. Do people not immediately lock their door when they get in their house? Because I've always have. With the deadbolt and everything. As a woman, I mean, I'm sure some of y'all men don't really give a fuck, but skills that maybe people didn't teach you. But I don't think you need to listen to horrific murders, whatever. Or I'll see a Facebook post saying, like, don't have those stickers on the back of your car where you go to school or whatever, because it's like where people, it's just things that I like am taught as a young woman. I don't have to listen to gruesome stories about people dying in order to learn these normal skills. So fear mongering is something that it makes people constantly afraid. Like, oh, I'm afraid that I'm going to leave my house because I watched this true crime documentary about this guy who left his house one time. This, that, and the third. Impact on mental health. As a mentally ill woman, I can't even watch horror films, and I have terrible nightmares if I watch a horror film. If I watch a horror film, it is engraved in my subconscious and will appear in my nightmares for the next 5 weeks. I wonder why I didn't watch true crime. Because I'm diagnosed with PTSD, and I think a lot of people make the argument that they have suffered PTSD. So I don't know, I feel like it just makes your mental health worse. I could be wrong. I'm not a professional. Don't take my word on it. Just take my experience. Normalization of morbid curiosity. We all been on the internet. And if you're around my age, you've been on the internet for a long time, and you probably have gotten curious about a lot of things on the internet and maybe stumbled across a website called 4chan one time. You can hear something like, did you hear about this girl who went geocaching and found a suitcase on the beach? And then you can go on TikTok and click those little things with the little search. Like, you go to the comments, and on the top of it, it says, like, the search. And you can, like, really find all the information on that. And it's not normal to be able to find that much information about a certain case. Imagine finding out that someone you know or love was in a fucking suitcase because you were scrolling on TikTok. Because that should be hitting TikTok faster than it'd be hitting the news. You're scrolling on TikTok and you see, oh, this suitcase that these girls found looks like it's somewhere in my area. And you find out through fucking TikTok and you fucking see it. Like, imagine, like, being a family member and seeing that shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, like, super, like, messed up, and, like, obviously it's, like, normal to be curious and normal to post about it. it's too normalized for people to be curious and want to look in, like dig into business that's not their own. You know what I mean? And it's like a lot of times we could say, oh, well, TikTok helped solve these cases, whatever. And that's great. But how many times have victims' families been negatively affected by morbid curiosity compared to positively? The last one I want to say like the most about is influence on criminal behavior. I've met a lot of crazy motherfuckers on the internet, unfortunately. And I am like, okay, if someone listens to all these true crime and shit, like I'm gonna feel afraid. If you're listening to like how these people covered up their murders or like got away with murder or whatever, like, or like for years and shit, like what's stopping them from trying that shit? Because bitches be crazy, okay? I mean, even this girl said it.
We will make your murder look like it's a mystery.
I'm sorry I keep going back to that girl. I just think that video was so like funny and tone deaf, but I'm sure she didn't realize it. She's just making a TikTok and having fun. For example, there is someone who is so obsessed with true crime, they went in, they were so curious, morbid curiosity, to see how it would go. And I feel weird even listening to this because this video is a true crime video in itself. Me watching this and reacting to it is me being a fucking hypocrite, but for research purposes.
Crime that she brutally murdered someone just out of curiosity. This story needs a massive trigger warning as this photo is not what it seems. This is Young Yu Young, a 23-year-old woman described as a recluse who lived with her grandfather in South Korea. Young became so obsessed with true crime TV shows and books that she spent months plotting the murder of a stranger. She finally settled on a victim who was 26 years old and whose name...
I won't even have y'all watch the whole thing because it's a true crime. But basically, this girl was so obsessed with true crime that she went and murdered someone, just some random ass person that like they had no connection with, just so she could see like what would happen. That was in her confession, dead ass. So it's like, at the end of the day, if you think of it this way, if in a content world where people are doing anything just for some views, and you guys know what I'm talking about, like these people who do these crazy ass pranks, these girls who be saying whatever. I mean, I'm guilty of it myself. Are you kidding? You see the type of content that I've been making in the past? Like, I see what the algorithm likes and I just repeat it. Rinse and repeat, baby, because that's the life of a content creator. When you want internet attention so bad and you see these true crime people getting hella views, profiting off of things that aren't even their business, right? You're either gonna wanna become a content creator, which we'll get into in a minute, or fucking commit the fucking crime. Like, if you're obsessed with true crime and you're a fucking fan, what's stopping these MFs from going out and, well, I think I watched so many of these. I know exactly how to do it. Like, this girl was so obsessed with true crime that she went and killed some random person just to see what it would be like. Let me experience. It's like, this isn't universal. You can't just go on the fucking ride. Oh, I love Spider-Man. Let's go on the Spider-Man ride. Like, are you serious? Like, this is literally the problem with true crime. Like, the embodiment of the problem is this. There's girls going on the internet saying, like, I love when men cheat on me, this and that, just for a little bit of attention. And what's gonna stop, a failed content creator from committing a fucking crime so they can, like, sit there and tune into their podcast episode? Guys, listen, this is the episode about me. This is the episode about me. And as I said before, with all the other things, it's sensationalized, it's romanticized, they don't care about the family, so I don't know. It's just, I know people do crazy things for attention, and I don't see where killing people, if people are obsessed with true crime and it's so sensationalized, I don't see where that falls so far from that. Those are the reasons why true crime is harmful. But let's talk about these bitches that be profiting from it. This content's harmful to society, and a lot of content's harmful to society, Adriana. Okay, I get that. These crazy things are happening to these people, and these content creators are eating that shit up, literally. Like, I personally know people who have gotten large contracts for true crime projects. And anyone can say, oh, well, people take, like real things that happen to other people and make documentaries and this and that. Yeah, but the way that it's so desensitized with content creation, like, people are doing, they just look up murder near me, murder, news, murder, and fucking just read the story Sometimes they don't even say anything. They just have a screenshot and they're just in the background. They're just in the front forward on green screen on TikTok like this. It'd be one thing to argue like lazy content. It's lazy content mixed with all these like desensitization. Like people are fucking dying. I don't understand how content. Well, I don't understand why content creators do a lot of things, but I don't understand why specifically true crime content creators just do this and think that it's quirky and fun. And like, what do? I make true crime videos. It's not as bad as the bitches doing this shit.
They had 57 stab wounds in their abdomen, chest, and face.
But it still is concerning because it's also putting this kind of content out in rotation over and over again. It's putting more of it out there, so more people start watching it and more people start getting into it, and then the cycle continues. And not to mention, these people are paying their rent off of stories that don't belong to them. Someone that you care about and love gets killed, and you scroll on YouTube and you see some girl eating some fucking ramen while talking about it. Imagine dying and how you're remembered is literally over a smoky eye tutorial, bruh. If you are one of these people who say, oh, well, it's something that helps me with my trauma, I literally can't argue against that because that's your trauma, not mine. But I do advise that you get professional help instead of relying on horrific things on the internet to ease your trauma.
I heard a male comedian tell the audience that women love true crime so much because women were attracted to murderers. Women love murder documentaries because they're afraid of being murdered. Men do it too. Men love football because they're afraid of being gay.
Not funny, didn't laugh.
Why did you do it? It's very interesting finding out why people are murdering everyone. You know, like...
Oh, so you're crazy as fuck, huh? Go to therapy.
No, I'm... Go to therapy.
When a guy says, like, oh, you're crazy, huh? Girls get a fucking kick. Yeah, I am. You better watch out. Like, girl, it is pick me, actually. You know what? It is pick me. I can't. Y'all. But I really love studying and analyzing. Girl, learn how to cure cancer. Why would we study and analyze how to cure cancer or something useful? But, you know, you can go to school for psychology. LMAO. Just want you to know why. Like, how can we prevent stuff from that? Like, people love to say they're preventing this stuff, but how much prevention is actually happening? Like, how are you, a girl, going to your job, going to school, watching TikTok on your phone, listening to true crime? What are you doing to prevent murders in society? Please tell me. Please tell me. Unless you're, like, going to be, like a lawyer or like somewhere in that system that can actually like prevent these things as much as you can prevent something like that from happening. Like, tell me what you're doing to prevent it, please. You listening to true crime isn't preventing shit, bruh. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that I didn't, I do hope I offended some people in this video, actually. Please comment below your thoughts, your discussions. I love being open to discussions. Yeah, comment below what I should talk about next because I'm doing commentary videos now, but I'm still doing Omegle and some funny things that you guys like, but I am also talking about my opinions like I did here. So thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and check out my other videos.